Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Xana520, and welcome to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
Okay, so now that we are out of the intro cutscene, or sort of, I'm playing this on the Switch too, so it may look a little different from how you guys remember it. Man, that frame rate. Anyway, so we have awoken in this strange room with some strange contraption. And our attention has been drawn to this thing over here. What is this?
That is a Sheikah Slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Really now? So we've got our first item, the Sheikah Slate, a mysterious tablet with a glowing center. You've never seen this device before, and yet there's something familiar about it. And the door opens. Okay. And we have a chest here. Well-worn trousers. These old trousers are threadbare in spots, but they're surprisingly comfortable. The legs are a bit too short, though. Uh-huh. And over here, we have an old shirt. A thin shirt made long ago. It's coming apart at the seams, but it's better than nothing. The sleeves are a bit on the short side. Alright, so we're going to open up our inventory. We're going to equip that shirt. We're going to equip these pants. And we're going to sort our inventory here. And we can kind of push some things around if we want to. Got our old friend, the stamina wheel. The door seems to be locked. There is this thing here.
Hold the Sheikah Slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
Huh. Like that? Huh. Authenticating. Sheikah Slate confirmed. The outside world awaits us.
Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
So we've got our normal run, we've got a dash, we've got our jump, and we can climb. And we're gonna come out here to the cutscene everyone saw in that trailer once. And we now have our title. Alright, well, we're gonna come over here, we're gonna pick up a stick. Got a weapon now. Got some mushrooms here. Some Hylian shrooms. I'm gonna come over here. Grab some more. There's a lizard that I scared away by accident. Oh, wait a minute. Another stick. Important to have more weapons. Got a boulder here we can push if we want to. Now let's see who was down here watching us. Or we can grab these apples. Let's grab the apples first. Okay. Apples acquired. Hello. Oh. There's a baked apple here. I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Oh ho ho. Forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple in an open flame make for a succulent treat. It's a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this? Where are we? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. That temple there. Long ago it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. Well. Interesting. Oh, another lizard. Well, let's grab this axe real quick. We can use it to chop wood. Got some rocks. Whoa! Okay. No, come back! Dang it. Where'd that rupee go? There it is. Green rupee, a single rupee. Its soft green glow puts a smile on your face. Nice. We also have, over here... Yahaha! You found me! Huh? You're not Hestu. But you can see me? I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hestu, please return this to him. Korok seed. This small seed was given to you by a Korok. It has a distinct smell. If you gather a bunch of them, you never know what might happen. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places, too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places. Well, there's our first Korok. I'm playing this after I've played Tears of the Kingdom, so we know all about the Koroks. Anyway, we're going to climb up here because there is a sword in the stone. Rusty broadsword. This once fearsome sword has seen better days. It can do some damage in the right hands, but also breaks quickly. Well, that's sad. Alright, so... Oh?
Link,
What?
head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah Slate.
Huh? What? Okay. Alrighty then. I shall do so. Let's just swim over here real quick. The Temple of Time. I think we can get something here. Like a weapon or two. Let's see. We got these things here. We can search them for these different things. I should have read that. Hold on. Ancient screw. A screw used in ancient machinery. It's made of an unknown material, and no matter how many times it's turned, its threads never seem to show signs of wear. Ancient spring. A spring used in ancient machinery. It is light and buoyant enough to float on water, and no matter how many times it's compressed, it never loses tension. Interesting. Got another one up here? Maybe? Maybe no? Oh, wait. Yes. Yep, another ancient screw. Okay. Then we got this bozo here. It's our first enemy. Ow. Boink. I'm going to take this. Thank you. A Boko club. A crude bokoblin club made to clobber small prey. It's essentially a stick, so its durability is low. No. And a bokoblin horn. The severed horn of a bokoblin. Creature often encountered on the plains of Hyrule. It isn't edible, but it can be tossed into a stew with some critters to make an elixir. Well, I think we can get something in here. Somewhere. Perhaps. Another ancient spring. Pot. Pot. Oh, got some arrows. Bundle of 5 common arrows. The shafts of these arrows are carved from the wood of a sturdy tree. There we go. Chest. Traveler's bow. A small bow used by travelers for protection. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it can be used to attack foes from a distance. Cool. So we can use our right bumper, or right trigger to attack with a bow. Grab some more arrows here. Break some pots. So let's review our controls here for a minute. So on the left side, we've got Z targeting, I guess, which is the LR, or LR, ZR. L doesn't do anything at the moment. Our arrow keys, up doesn't do anything, left doesn't do anything, right changes our weapon. Down whistles. On our right side here, we've got our attack button is Y, X is jump, B is run, A is sort of like your interaction button. ZR pulls out a bow and knocks an arrow. If we have ZR open, we can change our bow. And a regular R Perhaps our weapon to be thrown. Okay. So we need to head that direction. Presumably to that large mound there. I also should point out that I am not playing this blind. Tears of the Kingdom was blind. Breath of the Wild is not. I just have to remember to avoid my impulses to do certain things like jump off a cliff. Because we ain't that far in the game yet. Alright, what do we got going on down here, guys? I bet if I push this boulder off the cliff, it'll blow up those barrels and maybe blow up that other one. So let's see if that happens. Come on, push. There we go. That did exactly as I thought. Cool. Oop, wait, let's get this butterfly. See, this is what happens when you go into a game like this with foreknowledge. Summerwing butterfly. A butterfly found in the woods and plains of warm regions. Its wings absorb the warmth of the sun. Cook it with monster parts to create an elixir that makes you feel warm and fuzzy. That'll be useful in the future, I think. Got enough monster parts around here. Yoink. Yoink. Grab a seared steak, raw meat cooked over an open flame. Cooking it has increased its flavor and the number of hearts it provides. Also grab this Boko club. Can I break this barrel? That barrel doesn't seem to want to break. Oh, also, pressing in the right stick allows me to enter first person mode and look around. And put pins down. And then clicking the left stick makes me crouch down and stealth. So, let's try sneaking up on these two. Let's see here. If I can get a sneak attack on these two guys, maybe I can get their arrows and stuff. Sneaky, sneaky. They did some changes to these enemies between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Hello. Goodbye. Boko bow, a basic bokoblin bow made of wood. It's made by taking any tree branch and just tying a string to the other end, so don't expect much in the way of combat effectiveness. Yep, cool. Bokoblin fang, a tooth obtained from a bokoblin. It's worn down and not very sharp, but it's still pretty hard. Cook it alongside a critter to make an elixir. Okay, get some extra bows, get some extra horns, get some arrows. Cool. Alright, let's see what this thing is about over here. Ooh, that guy's got a shield. I want his shield. I also want this butterfly. These butterflies will be useful later. Okay, I'm going to sneak over here and take care of him first. And then I'll go for the butterfly. Come here. Come here. Ooh, he's got a sword, too. Mine now. Boko shield. A bokoblin-made shield created by attaching a handhold to any flat tree bark picked up off the ground. It's pretty shoddy, so I don't expect it to last very long. So now I got a shield. Cool. And Traveler's Sword, a very common sword often kept by travelers to fend off small beasts. It's fairly durable, but a bit unreliable against monsters. Some arrows. And where's that butterfly? There it is. Give me the butterfly. Yoink. Cool. Okay, what's going on here? What is this? There's some kind of contraption in here. What is this thing? Oh, it's got a slot. Hello? Place the Sheikah Slate in the pedestal. Okay. So, like that? Huh. Sheikah Tower activated. Please watch for falling rocks. What do you mean, falling rocks? Oh. Did I just do a stupid? Whoa. All across the land, we can see these towers rising above the ground. Oof. Great Plateau Tower. Huh. Distilling local information. So, fun fact, the text on this thing is in fact translatable. It's a straight, like, character cipher. This is in fact how we get our maps. Regional map extracted. Huh.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Interesting. Alright. So then, let's get down this tower then. There's these cute little platforms here that we can just drop down. Or, alternatively, we can climb this thing. We're going to be needing to do that later for these other towers. Huh? Oh, what? Huh. My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and others like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It is almost as though a long-dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop that tower? I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say? And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? No. I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try to jump off, well, no death could be more certain, or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Paraglider? Oh ho, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not, I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Come, let me show you something. Okay. What do you want to show me? What do you want, old man? You see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light. It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. Huh. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. Fair exchange, I believe. Alright. Well, let's go see what we can do with this thing. There's plenty of water around here. This whole area right here is flooded. And there's nothing we can do about that. It's more ancient guff. Oh, fish. I would like some fish. Come here, fishy. Come here, fishy. Gotcha. Hyrule bass. An ordinary fish that can be found all over Hyrule. It can be eaten raw, but cooking it amplifies its healing effects. Cool. Alright, what is this thing? It's a house of some kind. Omen Owl Shrine. Examine this. Let's activate this little device. Sheikah Slate confirmed. Travel gate registered to map. Access granted. Huh. So now the lower part of the structure is blue and the upper part is orange. If we look at our map here, by pressing minus, we can see that this structure is got a blue outline and an orange center. If we were to have looked at this before we activated it, it would be all orange. We can also see the tower here and the Shrine of Resurrection. No, I don't want to do that. Anyway, we're going to go examine this. What is this thing? It's an elevator. To you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Omen Owl. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. The Magnesis Trial. Oh, we'll find out what that entails next time on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Till then, this is Xana520 signing out.